an extraterrestrial. Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm about to have a fit with TikTok right now. Man, what the hell's going on? I'm trying my hardest because this is not how I wanted to debut, but okay. Working on a couple of things. Please leave it the way it is. Thank you. Wait for it. Choose a. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Okay, one second. Facial estimation. All this to go on TikTok live. Yes, you have permission. Hurry up! I'm running a show here. Anywho, okay, come on. This better not be them telling me how old they think I am. They give me some outrageous number because they filters do a terrible ass job along with Facebook. Come on, hurry up! I ain't got all that. I got a show to run here. Got people to prove wrong. Come on. Anywho, while that is happening, it never fails. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all social links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI shows the Cash App. Participate, waive all rights to privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. If you are a wrench holder in my chat and you are missing a wrench, just type in "Where's my wrench?" and I will get that fixed immediately. Okay. Now, while TikTok is finding new ways to uh, aggravate me again, let me have an honest moment. And I forgot to change the description. Do it again. One second. TikTok really about to piss me off. So, age confirmed. No shit. All right. Let's try this again. There we go. Glory to God. TikTok finally did something right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the BTSI show. I'm your host, Chris J. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are simulcast live on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and making my debut on TikTok Live as well. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on my socials. Links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI shows the Cash App. Participate, waive all rights and privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 in the Cash App giveaway. TikTok, that includes you as well. And if you are missing a wrench in my chat, please just type "Where's my wrench" and I'll get that fixed. All right. So why am I doing this? So okay. To those on TikTok who joining, thank you. Now, honest moment. Let me have an honest moment, ladies and gentlemen. This was not supposed to be the topic of the show today. I will openly admit that. Because of what's going on in this space, it required me to speak on something different. For those TikTok, oh, we got a lot of people showing up on TikTok. What's going on? For those on TikTok, I'm on the YouTube sector. So there was something that happened, and people popping up, and a lot of nasty stuff going on. I was going to speak on that, but today we're going to talk about um, don't protect any woman who can't protect herself. Now, when I said that a couple of days ago, a lot of people, particularly the men, were confused, disturbed, upset, aggravated, whatever adjective you want to use. Somehow the women understood this, just the brothers didn't get it. And that ultimately was my frustration right there. So today we are going to talk about how you should not protect a woman who can't protect herself. For those on TikTok, I promise you, this is not one of those streams where you're going to get all offended or whatever. This is going to be educational. This is going to be informative. So no need to report a brother. Just want to throw that out there. But before we do that, you guys already know how we do. Let's get into some quick hits, shall we? Those on TikTok, what I like to do on my Thursday shows, I like to do 3 topics. Then we get to the main show. Then we finish out with last call. Now, in this edition of Quick Hits, it's going to be circulated around one interview. Shannon Sharp did an interview with Ray J, and he said some things that I think is worth discussing. So let me remove this because you guys already know I got a video. Let's play the video. TikTok, just go ahead and listen to the audio. If you guys can hear me, hopefully you guys can hear me very well, but let's go ahead and get started.
I think more of the question is how different would we all be? How different would this whole fucking thing be? How different would the industry be? How different would the wheel roll? Everything would be different. We would all be different. All of us. Everybody in here would be different. We would have on different clothes.
What you mean?
Everything would be different, meaning like you would never ask me that question. Meaning if we sat here right now and we got to this point, I don't know, probably more people would be going to college and, you know what I'm saying, getting an education to be successful. There might not be any OnlyFans and other things like that, other opportunities like that. So, I mean, are we a part of the cure? Are we a part of the disease? I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm just trying to make it right.
So, interesting comment, and I would tend to agree with Ray J, honestly, because when I first heard this comment, I was like, "This is Ray J being corny per usual." But I had to think about it. Did Ray J and let me move this back a little bit. All right, there we go. Did Ray J and Kim revolutionize the industry? I'm going to have to say yes. If I had to be 100% objective, unbiased, I would have to say yes. We have to give credit where credit is due. They did revolutionize the industry. Now, not to say that there was no sex tapes, obviously. I was just reminded while I was breaking down some old Eminem lyrics with a friend of mine. She brought up the whole Tommy Lee and Pam situation. She didn't Either she didn't know that they had a sex tape, or she completely forgot about it because because when she heard Tommy and Pam, she was thinking more so of Martin. I was like, that's not the Tommy and Pam Em was talking about. But when it came to the uh, that, because keep in mind how we all found out about Kim K. Me, I didn't know who Kim K was until after the tape came out. Everybody else, apparently, they understood. They knew her from being Paris Hilton's stylist friend or whatever the case may be. I don't know why people knew that, but hey, it is what it is. Then I guess she was friends with certain people in the industry, which ultimately led her to Ray J. And of course, you know how what it went from there. Kim K's trajectory skyrocketed. How, I don't know. Well, okay, I do know, but Ray J's kind of fizzled out. But however, because of what Kim K is to pop culture, all of that started with a simple sex tape. So, with that being stated, I will then have to agree with Ray J. A lot of people, how people talk, how people dress, how people carry themselves. OnlyFans, yeah, I guess so. It started somewhere, so I'll credit her for that, him for that as well. So yeah, I do agree. They did revolutionize the industry. I will definitely give that to Ray J. Second clip. This one was very interesting, to say the least.
Were you ever embarrassed when the tape came out?
Yeah. I have kids now, so when I have kids,
And
everything that we did now when I have kids is just totally different. The whole thing is wacky. Before I was just like, but with my kids, it's not okay. And so I can't, without me going too far into it, without me getting in trouble. Yeah, I mean, nah, it's not okay now. But I'm 43 with a kid that's 4 and a kid that's 6. My daughter's 6, my son's 4. And even though you're young, and even in that young kid world, they'll all probably think it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Until you have kids.
Right.
And you have a daughter. And there's some of the shit. Right. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I found that interesting. 15 seconds of silence is a telltale sign. And when I first saw that clip, I'm thinking to myself, of course, that's the easy answer. Of course, you're embarrassed because you're number one. You're an exceptional entrepreneur. Let's give Ray J credit for that. So with that sex tape, he was able to find a way to. I'm not gonna say to the top, but he found a way to provide a life for himself outside that tape. Miss Doris is in the butt. Miss Doris, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the best. Ray J, also keep in mind, Ray J has, like he said, he has 2 kids and a whole bunch and just other stuff going on. I Let's just focus on the aspect of being a father alone. Your kids are gonna watch this. See, I'm careful with what I say and how I say it. I'm still gonna say what I want to say, regardless. Now, the the problem is, did you ever? Because Ray J said he's 43 right now, and that sex tape happened. Let me ask her. When was that Ray J and Kim Kardashian sex tape released? If she knows, I'm gonna laugh. In February 2007, a sex tape made by Okay, thank you, Siri. 2007. So from 2007, it's 2004 now, so that's 17 years. You didn't think about this? Like, this didn't cross your mind. Not the fact that you did the tape, because obviously that was a bad idea. It should have been kept in the house, or should have been done at all. But it's the idea is you didn't think that your kids, like, you should have had this 15-second pause or more years ago, maybe prior to 6 years ago, to you finding out that you was gonna be pregnant with your oldest daughter. Like, and I'm only saying that is because that answer should have been that fast, and it took you 50 seconds to really think about that. Maybe, let me try to shoot him some bail. Maybe because legal obligation, he's not allowed to go in details with that, which I highly doubt because the NDA is only like 5 years. I don't think Chris Jenner got you on the crutch unless she's which so I totally understand. But it's the idea that you should have you should have answered. You should have had that right there. You're like, yeah, I'm embarrassed because I'm a father. I have a older daughter who's 6 years old. I have a son who's 4 years old. Like they may, like all the other kids may think this is cool or not, but it's the simple fact that my children they got to hear about it. God forbid they actually see it. So, and I have to explain that to them when they get older. So yeah, I'm harping on the idea or hyper focusing on the fact that you didn't have 17 years. You didn't really think about this. Matter of fact, I can make the argument that was a 17-second pause. Each second equals how many years done passed by and how much time you did not have time to really think about this question. Not to say that any other question was prepared, because if Shannon Sharp asked you a question, it will behoove you to answer it. He earned that respect. But uh, it's just growth in the man. Even in your 40s, you're still growing. And I say that with no insult because I'm 36. Because I'm still growing as myself. But something like that, I thought the answer would have been swift to that. Prince Hakeem is in the building. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? How you feeling? Now, one last video from this clip, and we are going to start the main event.
How did you find out that the tape had gotten leaked? Where were you when you found out? Did your homies tell you? Did your mom call you like, Ray J, you need to get home? You need to, where were you the moment that you found out that Ray J is on tape having sex?
So long ago, all I remember is how it smells. I'm just playing. I can't.
Leave it to Ray J to top it off with a corny comment. Now, I will go watch the whole entire Club Shay Shay interview today. Like I said, I found out yesterday he did an interview. I was a little bit occupied because I was preparing for the show, but I will go watch that. Yeah, leave it to Ray J to be corny. It would never fail. Expect every time you see Ray J on TV in the interview or whatever the case may be, expect a corny moment. It's been doing that. I've been realizing that since he popped up on Moe show. It's like corny, it's coming. Corny, Ray J. Yeah, that was a wild comment. That was a wild comment. But like I said, it's Ray J, ladies and gentlemen, and that was quick hits. So let's get into this topic because this is kind of frustrating to me, if I have to be perfectly honest, because what I said should be some level of common sense, honestly. But I had to remember who I'm talking to. And for the record, this is no insult to anybody on TikTok because I'm not. This conversation transpired on YouTube. Um, there was a topic. Salute to Aaron O on the show, pulled out on the platform because I guess it was talking about people who are good articulators or debaters or whatever in this space. Now, we decided to talk about some other comments, watch the other video and react to it. I made a comment saying, real simple, I don't protect women who can't protect herself. Salute to my guy, Eda Man. Hopefully his ass is awake. He's all the way on the West Coast. Um, he was pushing back on that stance hard because he didn't understand how I could come to that conclusion. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, unfortunately, the women understood this. Now, okay, the women understood this. However, when I first said the comment, because they ain't never heard that before, ironically, I don't know how, but when I said it, no one understood. But when I explained it, the woman got it right off the bat. It's the brothers that still had a problem. And I was scratching my head, I was like, how can you intellects be this damn stupid? I was getting offended. And I don't like when my intelligence get offended, especially if I won't go there. Let me keep that comment to myself. So, just like any other show, we're gonna break this down. Let's start with the definition of protection. It's a noun, ladies and gentlemen. The act of protecting or the state of being protected, preservation from injury or harm. there's like 8 more definitions to that, but let's stick with that because like I said, this is so elementary to me. I'm a little bit shocked that I have to do this. And of course, my ideology is the same. I'm a firm believer of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So let's put that out there. Now, I had to write this out because I was frustrated and I didn't want to do a freestyle based off of this. I had to write my thoughts out. It's real simple when it comes to the thought process of protection. Prior, in this case, I was going to title this show "Don't Protect Anyone That Can't Protect Yourself," but I want to specify I was talking to women because this is me. However, you guys choose to translate this, up to you. But when a thought process, here's what it is. Prior to you meeting your potential significant other, fellas, I'm talking to you. Prior to you meeting your potential significant others, she was an adult, not a dependent. Let me say that again. Prior to you meeting the girl that you're trying to get with, she was an adult before you. She is not a child. Continuing. One of the responsibilities of being an adult is knowing how to protect yourself. Protection does not stop because she transitioned from a minor girl to an adult female. She is obligated to exercise a form of discernment to get the best results for her safety. The same obligation is utilized when she is in a relationship. Did I say anything wrong? Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok. Did I say anything wrong? All I said was she's an adult. She knows how to protect herself. She had 10, 15, 20, 25 years, depending on when you meet her in life. She had X amount of years to know how to protect herself. I don't think as women as children. I don't treat them as children. I do not. I don't have time to take care of a dependent. I have a 6-year-old son myself. I take care of him. He needs all the protection he can get. Granted, I still let him make his mistakes because I'm teaching him how to make decisions, have options, and make the right choices with the thought process, principles, and values to it. I don't need to do that for no. I'm not going to cuss. I'm not going to do that for no adults. If I am, let's say I'm in a relationship. Oh, no, I need to slow walk this because I swear some people just, they don't understand. So let me try to dumb this down as further as possible as I can because I still want somebody. Matter of fact, let me drop the link. I wish, let me drop the link because I'm dead serious about this. Because if I'm saying anything wrong, somebody better tell me between these 4 platforms and TikTok, somebody better tell me I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that I'm right, although I really know I'm right. I can't, when it comes to women, the one thing you have to understand is uh, you have to unlearn the fact that they're children. You have to unlearn the fact that they are dependent. You have to unlearn the fact that they can't do anything without you. You have to get rid of that thought process. You have to get rid of that mentality. Otherwise, do I want to say this? Ooh. Yeah, otherwise, you should get them when they're I won't say that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. When it comes to protection, you have to be proactive. Do I need to be doing? Do I need to be in the security field? The security field, especially as an armed and a tactical security guard. Do I need to be in this field for 10 years to understand that? No, I don't. That's really common sense. You have to prepare yourself for danger to come. How do women prepare themselves for danger? Well, obviously, they because of how biology works, they got to protect their bodies because they go through they go through cycles every month. That's number one. So you got to properly protect yourself and make sure you either exercise, have the right eat the right food, medication, whatever women like to do. I'm not an expert. I'm just going based off what I think I know. And also, when it comes to pregnancy, they have to protect their bodies because obviously it's their body. They can do whatever they want with it. If they choose to make a reckless decision, that's solely on them. That ain't got nothing to do with the men, technically. But we'll talk about that in another episode. So women already have an idea of what protection looks like, and that's on the physical aspect. Now, when you talk about the mental, emotional idea, they understand depending on how they're perceived, they're gonna get a lot of attention. They're going to get a lot of offers. They have to learn to make the right decisions to see which one is going to actually benefit them and grow, or which one is just a waste of time and they say kick rocks. Now, also, so now, and not only that, now let's take it outside of the house or whatever the case may be. If you know there's potential for danger, or there's an opportunity that you can be in, you can get into some situation, a compromised situation that you have no business being in, you have to practice discernment. What are the things that I tell people to look for in a woman? Because talk, depending on who you talk to, what are the men going to say that they want in a woman? Fit, what's it? Fit, friendly, feminine, submissive, and cooperative. Those are the five things I tell the brothers. Don't cancel that. Not to say that no woman should have that. Fit is fit is a option. Being fit is option. Not everybody's going to be fit. That's ideal. Low enough because I go to the gym every day. But the idea of fit is like give and take. But anytime I hear brothers say that, I say scratch all that. I don't want to hear that. What are other things you want in a woman? I give a suggestion. How about discernment? What about discernment? What is discernment? Meaning you know how to make, you have the option to make the right decision, the right choices when opportunity presents itself. That's what discernment means. That's why when anybody asks me, what do I want in a wife? Discernment. That's usually my lead in. That's very consistent in who I am. I want a woman who can practice good discernment, because not only, because some people say she got to practice good discernment when she want to help you out with your goals, your dreams, your businesses, all this other stuff. Okay, I get it to a degree, but what about discernment when you're not around? Why don't she practice that? Which she does anyway. See, a lot of people in the space is not even going to think that far because they fear that a woman who probably, when they think of discernment, they think that she knows just as much as the man in a relationship, or she may know more. And I'm saying, are you guys threatened by a woman who's smart, who's intelligent, who make great decisions? Is that what you guys are intimidated by? Is this why some of you guys say you want to a woman at the well, you can go get a woman from McDonald's who works on the grill to be your wife. Now, I understand why they say that. To saying the barrier to entry to be a wife is not that complicated. However, if you manage to go, and shout out to DJ Hemp because he said this earlier. And speaking of which, we're going to talk about DJ conversation that happened on DJ Hemp in the next topic. If I was to go find my wife in McDonald's on the grill, something must really be wrong with me. After all, when it comes to the fast foods, who typically works there? Dependents. You got fellas, you gotta stop looking at women as dependents. They're not. So, and like I said earlier, the reason why men look at women as children, and I'm not saying any talking point that you guys haven't heard before, especially that's not said in the space. The reason why guys want to look at women as children or as dependent is because it's easy for them to mold, control, and so on and so forth. That's wild. But here's also my thing. I understand that there's some women who are feeling themselves and they believe they're steps above and beyond any man that they want to be. Let those type of women shoot themselves in the foot and let them put themselves on the sideline. Those women exist. We're not going to be foolish and say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I forget. See, I'm still used to this TikTok thing because this is my debut on TikTok Live. Jesus, we got a lot of people that came by. Let me see. Let me speak to the comic session. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Uh, hi, my chocolate best. Hey, how you doing? Let's see. Where we at? I seen a comment earlier, but let me make sure I properly address it. What's up, Unc? How you feeling this morning? I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for checking in. So you trying to be a house? Absolutely not. Now I'm not. No, no, absolutely. I'm not trying to be a housewife. Not at all. I'm not trying to be a wife anyway. So watch. Be careful with that one. Yeah, I'm not trying to be no house husband neither. But I understand there is a narrative regarding house husbands that's going on inside of YouTube. I know why it is. I'm enjoying the fact that people are shitting on themselves because they don't understand why this is being spread. But let the youngest cook. Salute to Cheeky, by the way. But what was I saying? We have to stop looking at women as children. You got to stop looking at them as dependents, and you need to also you need to stop being threatened by women. I like when it comes to the talking point about a woman with a college degree is a red flag. I don't know how. I really don't know how. I know plenty of women who have college degrees who are ready, who are educated. They're beautiful as well as an extra, and they know how to play the position as a wife in a relationship because they're still an adult. So, actually, let's transition back into that because, like I said, discernment is a key to women protecting themselves. And guess what? Christopher J, or Christopher Guar for that matter, Christopher Guar is my name in real life. I'm not protecting any woman that can't protect herself. Now, what does that mean? Now that we got all the outlines out the way, what does that mean? Not protecting a woman that can't protect herself. If you don't know how to move as an adult, why am I in your presence? Think about that. As a grown up, you already know how to make certain decisions. You had a lifetime learning, making mistakes, and knowing how to execute how to move in real life outside of those front doors. So, why in God's name will I want to put myself in a position to say somebody who is reckless? That makes no sense. Keep in mind, I have a son to look after. So, why, ladies, why would you want to? Well, yeah. Let me talk to the ladies. Okay, ladies, you have the right to do whatever you want in this country. Well, I'm not gonna say in this world because some countries are well, that's their business. But you have the right to make whatever decisions you want. You have every right to go out the house. You have every right to go walk down the streets. You have every right to go to any block or any bodega. You can do whatever you want. However, especially but yeah, you can have every right to do that at nighttime. But if you were not able to exercise the crown princess in the building, what's good, fam? How you doing? If you cannot exercise some level of discernment, and you so happen to be walking into a situation where you know there's danger there, why are you calling me to come protect you if you knew beforehand that going there was a bad idea? You intentionally put me in harm's way because of your lack of discernment, because um, you wasn't proactive in your protection. That makes no sense because that means any woman can put themselves in God knows what they want. If a man goes out fight for them and he loses his life that day, you have another one by the end of the week, and it's a continuous pattern. Excuse me, because most women can't see past their own nose. Wow, I'm not. No. Crown Prince, hold on. Girls, minors, dependents can't see past their own nose. I expect women to have a 360 view because they're an adult. To be perfectly honest, and actually I gotta make sure I get you. Let me get you wrench, get you a wrench real quick. While before I forget. So I don't. So with that narrative, and this is no disrespect to my guy Crown Prince. Let me make sure he gets a mod badge. But In fairness to him, there are some adult females who move like dependents. I know they exist. That's why I don't deal with them. I don't protect them. I don't go nowhere where they're at because they're going to put me in a compromised position that I have no business of being in. Excuse me, y'all. My bad. Oops. Oops again. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, I don't put myself in those positions to be dealing with dependents. I refuse. There we go. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know, you good people around here. So if a woman can put herself in any situation, I expect them to get themselves out of that situation. Or, or just don't avoid it at all. Now, either man, salute to my guy, said, then in that case, they shouldn't. Then that means a woman should just stay in the house and should never leave. I know plenty of women who go to work, who go do the groceries. I know plenty of women who just probably may just step out for a little bit to go grab something to eat, like up the street in their car, get in, get out, and that type of stuff. I know women who do all of that. The question is, how come you guys don't? What type of energy are you guys attracting to where you are surrounded by children all day? Meaning, why are you surrounded by adult females whose mentality is to move like a child? Come on, let's be honest here. Let's be real here. This is that uncomfortable conversation that I didn't want to have on Aaron's panel. That's my brother, but this is why I do my show the way I do it, because now we can be real. Let's have this conversation. I am not going to take care of any adult dependents. It's not happening. The closest thing to adult dependent I will take care of is my son, because as of now, the idea is for him to go to college. If he's going to be in state or in city, the idea for him to go to college, you can go get your education. You can stay home. I will take care of the bills. I will take care of your car notes, the phone bills, that type of stuff. You don't even have to work. Just make sure you get an education. And then while you're doing that, we're putting money aside to make sure that you are straight when you leave the house and you graduate. See, that's as close to adult dependent that I'm going to take care of. It, Anything outside of that? No. Absolutely not. And one thing about being an adult is to protect yourself, knowing how to protect yourself. So, with that being said, what is the principle of the show? It's really the title. Don't, especially if you're a man, don't protect any woman who can protect herself. Do not protect any woman who can't protect herself. Now, some people say, what's the value system in that principle? It's real simple, because a girl is a girl, a girl is a minor and a woman is an adult. A girl is a minor, a woman is an adult. They are supposed to be alert and aware, yet, due to their soft existence, they lower their guards. They don't tend to learn until something actually happens. That's a good question because of that. What's that new movement for? I don't. Is it 4B or 4C? I don't know what this new movement is called. That's soft life. But Crown Prince, that goes into being proactive. That 100% goes into being proactive, and I expect children to make that mistake. Children, see, in the stage of childhood, you have a lifetime to make mistakes and learn from it. As an adult, your mistakes should be limited, or at the bare minimum, it should have little effect on your everyday life or your personal life. Ooh, excuse me. So you can still be soft in personality and how you present yourself out there in the world, but at no time should you be gullible, or you should be foolish, or you should be naive, because that's not being proactive. That's not even being aware of your surroundings, and also being aware of your surroundings. You got to be aware of the energy that you give off and who you're attracting. I know. Well, like, oh, I'll say that example. I know women who are very much aware of their bodies, their curves, their blessings from head to toe. And because of that, they make sure they wear the right attire. They're still respectful, but if they have to, they will be distanced from anybody to avoid certain eyes. Pretty much, that's being proactive. That's a form of protecting yourself. Like I said, women, you can wear whatever you want. Absolutely, wear whatever you want. You have the free will to do whatever pleases you. But also keep in mind, every decision that you make, there's a reaction to it. The reaction could be some attention that you was not looking for or you really don't want, or some reactions can be me not being around to protect you because you are a little bit of a hot topic, to the point where you know that you're attracting the wrong attention, and now you want someone to come protect you and save you. Now here's the thing. Here's where my protection actually do come in, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Because as men, husbands, let me make that perfectly clear. Husbands, you're still obligated to protect. However, everything within this circle, everything within this circle, ladies and gentlemen, you are protected 100%. You know why you're protected 100%? Because with the decision that we came together and made, the plans that we made, when it comes to protection, you get to exercise this. You could exercise any decision that you want in this circle right here. That also will continue to grow. You're Because you're like I said, you're an adult. Two adults came together. They made a decision. Oh, like, this is how I move, and this is how I carry myself, and this is where I go. This is how I get there. This is the route. That type of stuff. Cool. Now that we have a blueprint of how you maneuver in this world, you are 100% in my protection. So that way, excuse me. So that way, anything does happen, because not to say everything is foolproof, but you still got to be prepared. You got to be proactive. That way, if something does happen within this realm of this circle that we created, this boundaries that we created, now I get to exercise the level of protection that I like to do. Some of you guys see me in person, and you understand why people don't want to run up on me. But I'll put that for another day. Women live in a fantasy land. They feel they should be able to do whatever they want without consequences. Unfortunately, we share the world with monsters. People should never live um live off what? I'm a little hey, Crown Prince, you could correct that real quick. People should never live off of. I think. Well, I get what he's saying. Um, when he's saying women live in a fantasy world, he's still talking about, oh, people should never live off should. Okay, that's cool. I got to appreciate you, man. My bad. So when it comes to that, like I said, I understand there's still some women who want to maneuver like children. There's still, yes, I understand that, but those, I guess what? I don't protect women who can't protect themselves. And Crown Prince, guess what? I know you don't either. I'm willing to bet you're not trying to deal with no woman who don't know how to make a right decision to protect herself. I know you don't. And there's, quite frankly, there's enough brothers in the space who will feel the exact same way. Like, no, I'm not about to come out, get off my couch, put my shoes on, go get my shotty, or go get a 9 milli and go protect you, when all truth be told is all of this could have been avoided. all of this could have been avoided. So what we're saying is you have to make sure, ladies, you have to make sure you make the right decisions and you know how to carry yourself. Especially you want to put yourself in a situation that and you have trouble getting yourself out, should have never been in that situation to begin with. That's just being an adult. So, what's the principle? Do not protect any. Oh, let me try this again. Let me stick to the title of the show. The principle is real simple. Don't protect any woman who can't protect herself because girls are minors and women are adults. Adults do not need the level of protection that you will give to a child. Let me say that again. Adults do not need that level of protection that you will give to a child. That's why I said don't protect any woman who can't protect herself. All right, and I should have pinned this to the. Let me pin this to the top before it gets too far gone. Because, like I said, I want anybody from that particular stream on Aaron O show. I want you guys to pull up. I want the smoke today. I'm going to get into last call, but I want someone to pull up and tell me I'm wrong. I need somebody to tell me I'm wrong. I am open to being wrong because I seen like let's be real before we go to the last topic. We heard stories about brothers dying protecting a woman who moved like a child. We heard this before. And not only did we hear it before, we saw that they went and got another man by, I'm going to be nice, by the end of probably a week or two later. And guess what? That's a prerogative. Like I said, that's the woman's prerogative. But at the same time, all of that situation could have been avoided and those brothers could still be alive. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Do not protect any woman who cannot protect herself because a girl is a minor and a woman is an adult. Women don't need protection that you will give to a child. So, fellas, please stop looking at these women as dependents. And if they start to show signs of them being a child, have a nice day. What? Are you afraid of a little bit name calling? Because they were going to call you that anyway. They do that behind your back right now. They do that with their friends, their homegirls. Get it out the way. Instead of waiting weeks, months, Wish Doctor, what's good, fam? How you doing? Instead of waiting weeks, months, years to get cussed out and to be called out your name, do it right now. I'll say you 5 years. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds. Say what you want to say. Call me whatever. But I'm as an adult, I'm not taking care of a child. I already have a 6-year-old, and one day I will have more children to take care of. I am not taking care of no grown ass woman. I don't protect any woman who cannot move as an adult. That means being proactive. You guys have a plan when y'all leave the house every day, man or woman, it don't matter. You you know where to go. You know how to get there. You know what places you need to maneuver to get there and to get back home safely. That's being proactive. Come on, y'all. What are we doing here? I'm a little. One second, let me read this. I agree with you, brother. On top of all of that, they take your violent protection for granted. You give your life for theirs, then just guess what she'll be doing? She'll be doing upon your absence. Yeah, she's gonna move on to the next one. That's real talk. Fellas, let me say this. This is gonna hurt. You are replaceable. Let me say that again, fellas. You are replaceable. Because that's how they see you. I'm talking about the dependents. That's why I'm about to start calling these some of these women that move like children. I'm gonna start calling them dependents. Dependents. You are replaceable. Dependents replace men every day. So why would you protect them? That's all I'm saying. Like, salute to Aaron, salute to Edelman. Dog, that pissed me off a couple of days ago, man. That really, really rubbed me the wrong way. But after the show, because this is the best part about the streams. When the stream is over, we're still hanging around after the stream ended. We'll pull everybody up. We'll just have a genuine conversation. Aaron was there. Um, Edelman was there. Otis was there. Salute to my guy. Hey yo, hey man, I hope to see you in Houston next month, my guy. But we had a conversation. Aaron had to dip out because that's a busy man. But Edelman got it. Otis left later too, but Edelman got it eventually. He understood where I was coming from because there's so many layers to breaking down this protection. Like, this can go for if you're single. This can really go for you're married as well, believe it or not, because you already came up with that circle. When I said that circle, that you're the circle of protection that you're already in. That hard thing was no. You guys, I'm on. I stream from my iPad. So when you do certain hand movements, it will do some weird effects. That was the first time I don't do that. Hard thing was kind of fruity. That wasn't my intent. So let's, if I can edit that part out, I would. But when it comes to this circle of protection that you're in, I could operate. I have full. I'm not doing that again. I have full range to protect you because this is where you're staying in and you're still moving in as an adult. It's just that not everything is foolproof. Something's gonna obviously slip through the cracks, and once whatever slips through that crack, I'm sending it right back out, either limping or in the body bag. So that's the type of protection I'm also talking about. Because as men, we're still obligated to protect our wives. Husbands are still obligated to protect wives, especially in this round, in this circle that you guys obviously came together and created. So now she has full range to be a free adult woman. She's still interdependent in a relationship. Don't get it twisted, but she has the right to be free, move however she wants to move because she's in this protection. She knows how to move to begin with. She was always an adult before she met you. She's gonna remain an adult even while with you, and you get to protect her as long as y'all stay in that circle. See how simple that was. Why did some niggas on YouTube didn't get it? I don't understand, but I will forgive them and I will move on. So let's get. I had to put that out there, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, fellas, do not protect any woman who can't protect herself because girls are minors, women are adults, and you do not need to give the same protection to a woman that you would give a child. That is an insult to the woman. She's a grown woman, and she gets offended when you treat her like a child. She's going to tell you. This is the rare time I say women can say, "I have it, daddy. I don't need all of that." That's where I will give them credit and say, "Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right." Treat them like an adult. There was a adult before y'all met. Ain't nothing changing. All right. So one more thing. One more thing before we go, and the link is posted to the top. Anybody can click up. IG, TikTok. I don't know how this technically works. You guys are more than welcome to pull up as well and have a conversation. I don't know if there's a join button. I'll let you guys figure that out. But one more thing before we go. There was a conversation on Hamp's show a couple of days ago with Trill. Salute to Trill and Cruise Season. That's H Town all day. There was a comment that Trill said that kind of aggravated people. He said, because if y'all seen Trill before, you know how he looks, how he carries himself, whatever. It's He said people believe that he had all the women in when he was going through school. So he slept with all the women, all the baddies, all the hoes, 304s, whatever. That's what they're saying. However, he said I only slept with women who had the qualities of a wife or who moved like a wife. That's the only type of women he has ever slept with. Whether you believe him or not is irrelevant to this conversation. Think about what he said and really do a deep dive into this. He had enough wherewithal and control to dictate who is in his circle. He dictated who can be in his circle. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? That includes what type of woman that I want as a friend. That even tells what type of dude I want in my crew to hang around with me. I don't have a problem with that at all. Let's test that, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, y'all, the link is up top. So please, when this stream ends, it ends, and I'm collecting my win and I'm keeping moving. Granted, I knew I was right about this to begin with. Now let's use this as an example. Me, Christopher J. The only people I want in my circle are those who are husbands and wives. Let's start there. Now, the question is, why do I want husbands and wives in my circle? Now, does this mean you have to be married to be in my circle? No, because there are people, because I can make the argument there are some people who are husband and wife only by title and not by how they move. But we'll talk about that some other day. But the husband and wives that I want in my circle are those who are already wives before they get married and those who are husbands before they get married. Because here's the benefits of having that around you. Take sex off the table. Stop thinking about sex. Women, get your minds out of the gutter. Guys, just stop thinking about sex when it comes to every single topic. When it comes to that, the reason why I have certain men around me is because they make me better as a man. How do I need to move as a husband? What are my thought process? How do I handle this situation? These fellas, these are the groups that we want fellas to come together and build each other up. That's one reason to have men in your circle, husbands around your circle. Now, as far as having wives in your circle, these women have the qualities to go get married at any time. For whatever reason, God just hasn't called their bell yet, and that happens. You just gotta when God says it's ready or it's time, it's time. So when it comes to wives in your circle, yes, you know how a wife is supposed to move, how they're supposed to think, how they're supposed to respond to certain situations. And also, when you bring a woman or you're considering talking to somebody, your fellas can give you the real. The girls in your group can give you the real. Excuse me, the women in your group can give you the real because they are wives and they are husbands and they know what you need to do. They know how they're supposed to move. So that way, if you have a bad day and you slip up, you bring some mud duck in the circle. And I'm just talking about personality, not necessarily looks. They're going to say, no, go get you some Dawn, scrub that off, and put it back where you found it. There's nothing wrong with having wives in. There's nothing wrong with having wives. In your group. Because people are harping on the idea that he sleep with them or whatever the case may be. Like I said, that's not important at this point. That's not important regarding this conversation. The idea is, yes, I believe him when he said he slept with nothing but wives, because I'm more focused on the wives, the women he has in his circle. That means they can get married at any time. Now, some people try to do a aha gotcha model that how come you didn't marry him at that time? How come you didn't marry them? I don't know. How come you're not married? How come you never been married before? That's how you shut them up. And it's going to be uncomfortable conversation from there on out. But But the reason on this last call, I want to say is this: you have to dictate who you got in your circle. You make that decision. Nobody else. If you want husbands in your circle, put them in your circle. You want wives to be in your circle, put that in your circle. If you want just any Tom, Dick, Harry, pussy, whatever in your circle, put them there. That's your prerogative. But if you're trying to elevate yourself into what you want to be in the future, why would you have peasants around you instead of having kings and queens? That's not too hard to comprehend. But for like I said, I get disappointed in this space sometimes because I expect people to have some level of intellect, but they just stupid. If I have to be perfectly honest. So salute to Trill. he's doing what he needs to do. He's doing the right thing. Um, I know a lot of people didn't like that stream because they don't like the stance that Trill takes. But honestly, with Trill, just like myself, you can't put me in no box. You can't put me in no circle. You can't say I'm red pill. You can't say I'm blue pill, minister, black minister, whatever the case. You can't put us in no box. We're going to tell you the truth, whether it makes us look bad or elevates you or vice versa. We're going to tell the truth. Doesn't matter. All right. So, Jada, yes, you have a question. How can I help you? Let's see. Wait now. That ain't what the Bible said at the title. Okay, let's trust that. But I surely feel you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So, regarding what does the Bible says? Well, Jada? I'm about to ask you this question. What is, according to the Bible, what is a wife? And once you answer that question, you should already know how to move as a wife because you serving God is a form of protection and being proactive when you go in the real world. Now you know what you need to do, what you not need to do, what decisions you got to make, and how to avoid it altogether. So that way you're always in God's protection. You can click the link, Jada, anytime. You know you welcome here. See, and there will be no slander to Jada. Everybody knows how I feel about Jada. No slander towards her. Now she says the Bible says, "Men protect all women and children from not just others, but also from himself." She's trolling me right now. She wants me to catch a flight and go all the way to Detroit. So uh, I have no voice today. What the replication complete? This TikTok thing is something else. Oh, I have no voice today. You're a liar, but that's okay. But now, so she brought up, he didn't only say your own wife, children, but all. But Jada, why am I protecting somebody that is outside of the circle of God? Because if you really want to keep it a buck, he's really talking about the body of believers. So if I do make a protection to a dependent, because I understand you're just not tuning in, if I do make a protection of a dependent, that is a, how do you say it? I'm, it's not a professional. It's something. Well, there's a particular word for it. I can't think about it right now. But if I decide to protect a dependent who is actively and electively choosing to make bad decisions or make reckless decisions, no, that's common sense. That is 100% common sense. If anything, that's a violation to the Book of Proverbs. If I can be real. So yeah, if you are in the protection of God, you are great. But if you're outside of that protection, looking for God to come and save you, God is like, didn't I tell you to get your you know what over there? This is the fence. Excuse me. This is the fence. You're supposed to be right here. What? Why you out here? Hmm? You want to be out here? All right, I got one for you. I'll come get you when I'm ready. Because you hard headed. You need to learn. Men are God's protectors, and He made no respecters of persons. Respecter of persons. I think I heard that one before. Yes, and as a man, Jada, I am telling you, I am going to protect. Um, I am going to protect whoever is in this circle. Please don't let those hearts pop up. God damn it, the hearts popped up. I'm going to protect anybody in this circle of protection. See, let's use. Okay, so then you're saying he shall not protect any of us. We are all hard headed. We 100% are hard headed. Don't get it twisted. But see, Jada, pay attention to me. Let's say, for example, you and I are married. I know, and matter of fact, I had this conversation with you before. I know you know how to move as an adult. I know you know how to move, exercise discernment, and I know you know how to protect yourself. Especially you being a body of part of the body of God. I know you know that. So guess what? Because It's you know we good. You know we good. You know I love you. Because you're in my circle of protection, as a husband, I'm still obligated to do my job and protect you to my fullest extent. Because in this circle, you're going to be protected here. However, we understand that people like to slip into the circles and evil naysayers like to get in through the cracks and whatever the case may be. Jada, that means an intruder came into my house. You and I are going to meet one day, and you're going to see why a lot of people tend to leave me alone. You're going to see why no one's going to break into my house. Or if so, that's the last they're leaving in a body bag, especially when it comes to my woman. I'm going to protect me and mine all day, every day. That ain't never going to change. So as long as you're in that 360, as long as you're in God's, let's say the Garden of Eden, for lack of a better word, as long as you're in the Garden of Eden, you're always going to be protected. Once you step outside of the Garden of Eden, you know how that story turned out. You get what I'm saying? So always, even as when you're in a relationship, you're still obligated to move as an adult. Because for me to treat you like a child is an insult to you, the people that raised you. Because it's like, hold up, I did all this preparation, I did all this investment into Jada, and she's still moving as a child. Or better yet, you as a grown ass man is still going to treat her as a child. That's an insult. I would never insult a woman by treating them like a child, like a dependent. So that's what I'm saying. And all that is biblically supported. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a 6'1", 300-pound black man from Houston, Texas. That's currently losing weight, by the way. And if you see me, I'm not fat. Uh, what is that? Hey, I totally feel a woman should not place herself in situations that can cause her harm. See, people see my weight all the time. Yeah, because God knows both women and men have a tendency to do us unknowingly and dare devilishly. Oh, is that a new word? I like that. God said men are to protect all women. Can you biblically find that, please? Because I know I'm supposed to protect my wife. I know that. I know I'm supposed to protect my daughter. I know that. So, and also, real quick, and I'll throw this out there. When it comes to protecting somebody that is not in your let's say you're not married yet, and when it comes to some level of protection of others that's not technically your wife or whatever the case may be, if I would say this, Jada, if you and I have the same principles, thought process, ideology, and values, you are absolutely right. I'm going to protect you because we're in the same circle. However, if you're not obligated to my protection. Now, are you? Hmm. Come on, Jada. I know your voice might be down, but I know your fingers work. Pause. I know. I'm gonna say pause. I'm gonna say pause. So, so yes, I do have women in my circle that I protect. Ladies and gentlemen, it's because we share the core values, thought process, principles, ideology, moral values. Genesis is the first mention of it, and that was a husband and wife. She, you, you know I'm gonna call you, right? You know I'm gonna call you right after the stream, right? You just stay by your phone. I know you're laughing right now. Keep your phone right in your hand. Expect a phone call. She think I'm playing. So whether you're a husband or wife or or two friends, or you're going through the transition to being a covenant. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, boy, ladies and gentlemen, particularly the gentlemen, do not protect any woman who cannot protect herself. She is an adult, ladies and gentlemen. She is an adult. An adult. She's not a dependent. I'm sorry. That's is real. And all that, what I said is biblically supported. What Jada's talking about is husband and wife. And I completely agree with that. Because a wife because she's gonna make me do this. Because Jada, last time I checked, God, husband, women, children. Bolo is in the building. What's good, brother? How you feeling, man? So since Jada wants to bring that up, she thinks she's slick. She likes to troll me with the Bible, but don't get twisted. She's a person of the cloth as well. She just likes to get under my skin, but that's okay. So if that would be the case, are you saying he said only your wife, children, but not grandchildren? Get on my nerves, this woman. She's showing out today. She's doing this because I'm on TikTok. This is my debut on TikTok Live. She trying to get me out of character. I know you laughing. Like I said, stay by that phone. You're not gonna have a long talk on my way to work. Oh, what am I going to do? 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 So, in closing, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, men, do not protect any woman who can't protect herself because a girl is a minor, a woman is an adult. You do not protect a woman. You not give the woman the same protection that you will give a child. That is an insult to her. That is an insult to her mother, her father, and everybody that invested these values into her so she can be independent and be on her own and make her own decision. Like I said, when you guys get in a relationship, interdependency is still a key to keep the relationship going. But at the end of the day, as a man, you're not taking on a dependent, you're taking on a woman. Is that simple? Is that easy? Like I said, I'm still disappointed, and some of the brothers didn't quite understand that. Don't mind Jada, she's trolling me, but like I said, I'm gonna have a word with her. But man, you got to stop thinking women as children. You have to stop that. And that's why you get the results that you get because you're dealing with children. You're literally dealing with dependents. Why would I want a woman who is moving, who's not all the way up here in her maturity? Protect yourself, fellas. That's all I'm saying. Protect yourself by not protecting them. Let them learn how to protect themselves. So we have to get. So you're saying God didn't care for Adam to protect? Now, get off my. You about to? This phone call is coming. This phone call is coming. Okay, I'm gonna get off the. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. She needs to get. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because that's gonna come off some type of way, and y'all gonna be asking a lot of questions. No voice. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, your voice is gone. I gotta try and let her rest of the day. I need her tomorrow for sure. Okay, cool. I'm gonna spare you today because you're on voice rest. Because you're on voice rest, and I'm not gonna. Well, she told me something a couple of weeks ago that she has a no. I'm gonna let her tell y'all one of her many talents, God given talents. I'll say that. So we're gonna get out of here. TikTok. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. This is my debut on TikTok Live. We will be going on live on here a little bit more often. I don't know how long TikTok will be up and running, honestly, but we're going to take advantage of it. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram. Content is always going to be there. Now, as for you guys know what you need to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all social links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI show is the Cash App. Participate waive all rights and privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. TikTok, that goes for YouTube. Please give me up to 1,000 followers, and you guys will get some money as well. And if you are missing a wrench, ladies and gentlemen, and you are a wrench holder on my channel, no trip. I just made a mistake. Just type, "Where's my wrench?" and I will get that situated, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the BTSI show. I am a host, Christopher J. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Extraterrestrial, like an extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial.
Doctor,
Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, 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 extraterrestrial. Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Doctor,
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.